Howdy crew. The surplus USMC Woodland Camo MARPAT shelter, I've left it out over the fabrication table overnight, heavy dew going off the roof and all that good stuff. So there's water on it and we're going to see how well it has held up. Let's get to it. So this is the condition I came out to. This is just how it is. I've not moved it because I did not want to disturb any of the water. Y'all can see how it's been sitting. So if this is how it were in the truck, yes, I know there's a couple spots exposed. Kind of defeats the purpose of having the tarp, but I can help it if there's a little bit of wind. I didn't anchor anything down. It'd be a little bit different in the welding rig. So I just left out, see what would happen, and this is what it looks like. Y'all can see there's plenty of water on top. There's water down here that's now going on concrete. So we're going to see how well it has done with keeping this critter dry. So I'm going to go ahead and move it so y'all can see how well it has fared. The fabrication table has now been moved, as y'all can see. So we're going to go ahead and take the MARPAT USMC Woodland Camo shelter off and see how dry the fabrication table is. Now, yes, I do know that there was a little bit uncovered there, so I get that. But I'm gonna go ahead and undo the buttons I had snapped. All right, let's go ahead and peel this critter back without trying to get any drops in there from this. All right. There's moisture there. And all right, so what I should have done is wash the shelter off first, because now there's sticky stuff all over my fabrication table. I was just excited to get testing that, but that's fine. I'll wash both off. Try not wash this necessarily with a hose, but I will wipe it down and then I will wash off the shelter. I was not expecting the sticky stuff to necessarily transfer over like that, but there's nothing wrong with that. It's not going to hurt anything, but I do want to keep a clean fabrication table. So other than that, there's no, well, a little bit of moisture there. I can't tell if that's necessary from it just going through the shelter or if it's condensation underneath. So that I can't necessarily provide an answer on. A little bit of moisture there. Obviously that's from it being uncovered. And everything else looks pretty fine. So I would say just moisture will develop underneath the shelter, just like if y'all ever go camping. Y'all know that if you have tents really closed off, that the moisture can develop on the inside, and that's never fun. If y'all have ever had that happen, I've been there, done that, and to where everything's wet inside and you have water dripping on you even though it's not raining. But anywho's, that's gonna be something I can fix. I'll just clean this critter off and then clean sticky stuff off of the top of here, this part, and then I will wash off the shelter. So I'll get to that. But other than that, I'm happy that there's no water pooled up down here. And yeah, I'm fairly happy with it. Again, it was defective, so I was prepared to have some water in here, some moisture in here, but I can't tell if this part is from either there being little holes or if it is because just moisture being trapped down there. I'm assuming there's little holes on that part. But again, not too bad. I'm not gonna complain about that. For being this tarp, I'm not upset with that. A lot cheaper than some of the Civi tarps that are, in my opinion, still not as good as this. Granted, this is a defective version, so if it were a new version, I bet it would have done better. But the sticky stuff, that's my fault. I should have washed it first, but I didn't. But again, that's how it came out. So take it for what you will. If you think it was a good test, then you can say it was a good tarp to go with. If you think it was a bad test, you say don't go with this tarp. I'm gonna stick with the tarp. The stickiness, my fault, and then this I'm not too sure about. So I'm gonna stick with it. I still say it was goodbye for the welding rig, and that's what I'm thinking at this point. So hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next video.